everybody. Welcome to Community. Ako si Jam. I'm the Sourcing and Community Manager of Coconut VA Community kasi dito laging fresh ang tea. Pagdating sa Coconut VA Community, di ba? Of course, meron tayong mga special guests for today. Mamaya sasabihin ko yung topic. Our special guest for today, we have 3 Coconut VAs. Okay, 3 coconuts. No, we have 3 coconuts for today. And before I even give an intro, okay, of who they are, we have an icebreaker. Are you guys ready for the icebreaker? Yes. Okay, it's called True or False. And before we filmed this, okay, you guys gave me like a fun fact about yourself. So, hulaan nyo lang kung true or false. Clear? Okay. Alright, let's start. And you guys can comment here sa comment section kung ano ang sagot nyo. Alright? So, fun fact number 1. Chrisman. So, gano'n natin kakilala si Chrisman? Chrisman is severely colorblind. He found out about it in a funny and embarrassing way. True or false? Okay, pakita natin dito sa camera na to. Ayan, yes. Tama ba yan, Chrisman? True or false?
It's absolutely true.
Can you give us a background of that?
So back in 2008, first time ko mag-apply sa trabaho, I thought na yung colorblind test was a psychological test or something. So I wanted to be positive and sound nice. So when the doctor was asking me to identify kung ano yung nakikita ko dun sa circles with dots, I was coming up with stuff like rabbit, clouds.
Oh my.
And then later on, after 25 plates, I found out that I was colorblind because I was supposed to see numbers. And it was super funny because it sounded like I was insane in seeing things, which was the exact opposite of what I wanted to achieve. So, yeah, that's that.
So, with that, can you give a bit of a background of yourself, too?
Sure. My name is Chris Armenta. I am a virtual assistant account manager for a client of Coconut VA. I've been previously in the BPO industry for around a decade and shifted.
Nice. O, palakpakan natin si Chrisman. Let's go. Next naman me. Okay, let's talk about Donna. Are you ready? True or false? Donna loves pineapple in savory dishes.
Pineapple. I think.
True or false? Okay. Ilagay natin ang sagot sa camera number 2. Ayan, okay. Donna, tama bang sagot?
Tama sila. So I hate pineapple in savory food. So no Hawaiian for me.
I love Hawaiian.
Even adobo with pineapple. I'm like, sure, pwede yung sugar manamis ganyan, but I don't like pineapple in like savory dishes. I love pineapple separately, but not with savory dishes.
Oh, so you don't like Aloha Burger too?
No.
Oh my God, I love Aloha Burger. Okay, that's a fun fact. And can you please give us like a background of yourself?
Yeah, so I am Donna. I have been with Coconut VA for over 2 years, and I am the CEO of the company.
Hindi mo kinaya, CEO. Katabi ko, CEO. Ganda, di ba? Fresh natin lahat today. I'm so proud of us. Okay, parang hindi puyat. Mga bayaning puyat. Okay. Of course, tarakpakan natin si Donna na hindi mahilig sa pineapple. Palakpak tayo. Hindi tayo pumapalakpak. Okay. Next, of course, the last but not the least na guest, si Marie. Ayan, handa na ba kay Marie? True or false, me? Marie won Little Miss Philippines 1988 as a first runner-up. True or false?
Oh my God!
Hi! Patingin ang mga sagot niyo.
Is it?
That is
Sige,
so
reveal the answer.
Yes, that is so true.
Ang kulot!
Ayan, dahil bata pa lang ako, makapal na yung mukha ko. I love performing. So my mom said, I was 3 then, and then I'm the youngest of the contestants. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Iba yung mga guests natin, yung pangmalakasan. Okay. Diyos ko, ano ko, te? Sali na ako saan. Charit! And of course, ayan, okay, give a bit of a background of yourself too.
Okay, so I'm Joyce. I'm a mom. I'm a wife and a mom of two, and I'm with Coconut VA for a year and a half. Yeah, I'm with Chris. We're of the same company, and I'm enjoying the work from home setup. So
Diba? Siyempre,
there.
paano kayo di mag-enjoy? Nasa coconut tayo.
Yeah.
Diba? Alright, so guys, we're here. You guys know why we're here. We're here kasi we want to talk about a very important topic, no? We want to talk about becoming a digital professional, like what we do right now, coming from someone who came from the corporate, no? Mga corporate managers, 'di ba mga managers came before sa corporate, sa BPO. And parang how did you go about it from corporate as a manager in the corporate world to here as a digital professional? Kasi I'm sure madami tayong mga pinagdaanan na doubts, mga setbacks, no? Mga pagdududa, no? Kung ito ba'y sustainable world for you. And we wanna know. So there's two parts. One is from planning to be part of this digital world. And now, second part is, now that you're here, ano yung impact sa life niyo? So that's two parts. But let's start with the first part muna, which is actually, you know, transitioning from the corporate to here. Ready? Ready? Okay, perfect. So, isa-isa. Let's start with Donna. What was your role in corporate and how long did you work there?
So,
And also, sorry, talk to us about like what's the world there? Like, what's the summary of your journey?
okay, sige. Real quick, 10 years in the corporate world, parang classic story of starting out as an agent, and my experience as well was in the BPO setting. So, started out as an agent, and then my career was organic. So, na-try ko si quality, na-try ko si training, na-try ko si operations, and then eventually went back to training. Found that my heart was in training before. So, and then I followed that path, and then eventually became a training manager. And yeah, that world was very interesting. So we were Chris and I were just talking about it kanina, and like, you know, you love the people, and like there's a lot of things for you to learn, but yeah, parang you get it is a different type of world.
Yeah.
Pero kasi it's yun lang yung alam ko at that time. It was my first job, like
Okay.
first exposure to, you know, the workforce. So parang like that's all I know. So I didn't know any better, and namulat lang talaga yung mata ko when like towards the latter part na of my corporate career, like learning from mentors, learning from people who have ventured outside of the corporate na. But yeah, that is the world that I was used to in.
Wow. So like, ang dami mong like growth din inside. You've been to different departments. So like, how does it work? I've never been to any BPO setting kasi galing ako sa restaurant. So how is it like to be in the BPO world?
It's fast paced. I mean, it's fast paced talaga. Like a lot of people would say it's a dog eat dog world, and it is. But really, like deadlines are deadlines. You have deadlines. You have tasks that were given to you that were due yesterday, literally due yesterday. You have to make sure to always cover your bases, always cover your back or you're behind. Parang you need to know the people, like you manage your boss, you manage the people reporting to you. So parang ang dami mong, parang you need to be on guard all the time. Kasi nakasalalay ang performance appraisal mo.
Correct. Correct.
So yeah.
So, uso din ba dyan yung mga people first? Ganyan.
Oh, of course. The tagline is always people first, but yeah.
Okay.
Let's
so-
leave it at that.
Yes. All right. Thank you, Donna, for sharing. How about you, Marie?
Ako naman, I've been 13 years in the corporate setting, no. Pareho kami ni Chris actually ng company pinanggalingan. I also started as an agent. Heavy on sales yung napuntahan kong department. And then I also was part of a quality team before I became a unit manager, a people manager then. Yeah. And sobrang team-centric yung culture. Iba rin mag-alaga ng people. So parang feeling ko pampered na pampered kami doon. Although syempre stressful yung work and all that. Pero I think everything is parang lahat trainings, kumbaga ang dami naming opportunities na na-explore. So, apart from being a people manager, ano yun, uso sa amin yung dapat bibo ka, yung term. Yeah, dapat you're part of,
Jollibee.
imperatives, or,
Yes.
di ba, or parang hindi ka mapapansin. Parang hindi ka mag-excel in terms of your, yun nga, alam mo na, ang
Correct.
appraisal and all that.
Correct.
Yeah, na-try ko yun.
Very measured.
I know, yeah. I even host yung mga corporate events namin na yun. So, ganyan tayong ka-Jollibee
O,
rin
diba?
before.
Bida ang saya.
Yes, diba?
Yes.
So there, that's my journey until pandemic came and I had to make a decision because my first son was like 2 years old back then. So I need to
Got it.
yes,
So,
to step
parang
out of
that's
the
when
corporate
you said
world,
na parang, hey, I need to work in a remote setting.
yes.
Got it. So we'll dive more into that later. But thank you so much, Marie. How about you, Chris Man?
Very similar background to Donna and Marie. I started as an agent in 2008. I moved up to quality supervisor, and then I moved into training. Eventually became a training manager, and then yeah,
Oh, we're all training
very,
na pala.
very similar.
Yeah.
Like, I was just listening to you guys, and then after training. The last couple of months I spent with a company, I moved into operations as an operations manager. But in 2018, I decided that I want to venture into something else. I've had so much fun working in the BPO industry. It was super rewarding. I have no regrets and no complaints about it. But I wanted something different. I wanted to explore life outside the BPO because I've never did it.
Correct. So how's the life outside BPO? Malalaman natin later. Malalaman. Nabitin. Okay, so ito lang. Atin-ating lang. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Happy or not? How was your rate nung nandun ka pa sa corporate? Thumbs up or down? Hala, bakit may ganon? Bakit may ganon? Siya masaya. Masaya, dalawa pa. Siya, carry lang. Siya, no. O, diba? So, madami kayong pinagdaanan, pero ganon siya, no? Interesting. So, let's move forward na mga mi. So, how did you find out? So, you were in the corporate world, four walls, people first. Pero, how is it like? Like, how did you find out about the virtual workspace? Paano yung natutunan niya? Let's start with Chris.
So when I left the BPO industry, a couple of my friends from the same company also left and decided to explore remote work. And that's how I found out about it. I was asking them, listening to their stories, and I was very hesitant about it. But eventually, I decided to dive in because pandemic happened. My business wasn't working well, so I decided to take the route and go back in the workforce, but as a remote worker this time.
So, medyo, like, naging advantage kasi nga, nagka-pandemic. So, you were able to embrace the virtual workspace and you
Super.
learned it through your friends and colleagues. Nice. Nice. How then, ganun din. How about you, Marie?
Then, friends and former office mates na nakita ko it's working well for them. At first, actually, sabi ko, that's not for me. Kasi ako yung hindi mo ako pwedeng ikahon yung hindi ako pwedeng nasa bahay lang.
Correct.
Galaw-gaw ako, di ba? So sabi ko, no, it will never work for me. Until, yun nga, I have no choice but I had to try. Before Coconut VA, meron pa akong isang experience like for 2 years. And then, ayun, I enjoyed it in fairness. Nung una,
Yeah.
maraming mga struggles, malaking adjustment. But it was a perfect time for me, especially for my season kasi nung naging mom na ako. So,
Ay, at saka may newborn siya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's right.
As a mommy like me. Charit! How about you, Donna?
For me, very, very similar. So, even like before, like the yung boom ng freelancers, meron ako mga coworkers and office mates na nag-venture into the virtual space. And then like, may mga bumabalik. So, like, okay, I have heard of freelancing before, but it was very iffy kasi meron nga yung, akala ko nag-VA ka na. And then, parang, nag-apply ka ulit. So like bumabalik sila. So very, very iffy ako dun sa with the entire freelancing aspect before. And then the pandemic happened, everyone transitioned. Nakatikim tayo lahat ng work from home. And
And then you liked
then
it?
and then of course. And then I think everybody liked it, and then yun din na parang that's when I really looked into like yung remote setup, remote work. And then more and more of office mates and friends started venturing there as well. And then yeah, so when I got out of corporate, that's my that's the straight line to the virtual space.
Nice. So, lahat tayo na pandemic din, no? Na pandemic tayo. And thumbs up or thumbs down me? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Ready na ba kayo? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Natakot kayo mag-transition to the virtual workspace kasi akala nyo scam. Ako din. Kasi like, you've seen a lot of like issues online na parang, oh my God, this is an online job and na-scam ako, na-ghost ako. You've seen that. It's really scary. And speaking, like talking about scams and like mga setbacks, what were your like setbacks? Yung mga nagsistop from you from transitioning to the virtual world. Let's start with Marie.
Ako siguro yung yun nga, kasi sabi ko, di ba, from the corporate world, parang lahat provided, maayos yung training. Di ba, may program, there's a program, and then, bam, lahat yun aaralin mo nang mag-isa ka. Parang, what? Yung parang feeling ko, hindi siya organized. May ganun akong thought. But, yeah, I think that's the real world, that you have to learn a lot of things on your own, and you have to really thrive. Yun. So, yeah, that's for me.
Correct, correct. So, syempre dito, you're on your own, self-taught, di ba? Nakakaloka. How about you?
I think mainly for me is stability and yung comfort zone. So I've been in the same company in my cushy, in my cushy position. I know everybody. I know people from IT. I know people from HR. I know people from all departments of the company. And it's really a comfort zone thing. Na parang I wanna get out of here, but I know everybody na, this is so comfortable. And then really the stability na parang like, okay, once I get out of this comfort zone, where do I look for people to work for?
Correct.
Like, where do I, how do I get a client? And like, okay, will I get my paycheck every 15th and 30th? So there's a lot of uncertainties, and like mainly stability talaga yung nagsastop sa akin noon.
Oh my gosh, ako din, like, I feel like it's shaky as a freelancer, diba? I think that's like, comment below guys kung dumang kayo dyan, or maybe you're in the position na you wanna go, like, transition to the remote workspace, pero natakot kayo kasi hindi siya stable. So, comment below. How about you, Chris man?
Ako, I can relate to Joyce and Donna. Same issue. I had doubts transitioning outside of the BPO industry because that's all I know. Hindi ko alam kung marketable yung skills and other things na natutunan ko outside of that industry. That was the first one. The second one was I was highly doubtful about the payroll process. No? Parang
Payroll.
Of course.
Di ba? Parang if I render X number of hours, how sure am I that I'm gonna get paid for it?
Correct.
They can just disappear. How does that work? Ang dami
Correct.
kong hindi alam. So, very fearful ako about it.
Of course, that's the number one concern. Kasi, girl, that's why we're doing this nga, di ba? Correct. So like, ito, wala to sa script, guys. Pero, what I wanna ask is, you guys were managers before in the corporate world. Tapos may kita mo, you're transitioning to the virtual workspace. Tapos iba ng title mo. Iba sa inyo, back to executive assistant. Iba sa inyo, back to general admin, social media manager. How does it feel? Kasi parang feeling ko ang daming mga managers sa corporate na, hala, parang mada-downgrade ako. Diba? Like, did you feel that? Let's start with Donna.
Very good point. Actually, that is, I have never put a lot of weight to like the title. Stepping out of corporate. Parang I woke up na parang, your title doesn't really matter. What matters is what you do, what you enjoy doing. But like being brought up in like the corporate setting, parang like, okay, you started as an agent, but you climb the corporate ladder, and then there's emphasis on the title. And at that point, when I was transitioning outside, there there was that point na parang, I'm already a manager on my signature. I'm like, am I okay? Like at the back of my mind, hindi ko to, I wasn't, parang hindi ko pa to inaamin sa sarili ko before. But like now, I can go back and look at it, and parang, yes, I had that thought na parang, there was some hesitation. Part of the hesitation is like, okay, I'm gonna be called an assistant when I'm already a manager. But reality is, and at that point, pasabi ko parang, okay, I am going to do this for this amount.
Correct.
And right now I am doing this for this amount. And like, parang it's a no-brainer. I'm like, yeah,
Correct.
sure, I'll do it.
Correct, correct. Let's hear it from Marie naman.
Sa akin, ganun din siguro at first, no? Kasi sabi ko nga, the BPO industry that I was in is sobrang team-centric. So, parang I'm used to, there's people like, working for me. And siguro parang si Donna, yung pag may kailangan ka sa IT, o si ganito, kilala mo siya, di ba? People will do that for you. And then biglang balik ka sa, from you are the one coaching people, tas ikaw na yung kino-coach because you don't know a lot of things. So, for me, I think it's a humbling experience na I think I know a lot already, di ba? Well, yung company namin before, parang ang dami nang naturo, pero parang wow, ang dami ko palang hindi alam. Diba? Systems you have to learn from scratch. And yeah, and I think hindi naman siya naging sobrang hirap yung transition for me. Para sa akin, it's a reality check na, ay, ang dami ko pang hindi alam. And this is
Correct.
the real world, and I'm excited to learn more. Yeah, that's it.
And it can
That's
be humbling too, no?
Yeah, super.
It can be
Oo.
humbling too. Nice. How about you, Chrisman?
Yeah, I agree with everybody. I describe it as a necessary, humbling experience. I think personally, I needed to go through that process of like thinking about position, title, authority, letting go of everything, and then transitioning into an industry that is totally unknown for me, and then starting from scratch. Kasi I learned a lot more about myself na parang, I can grow better pa pala. There are other things I can expand outside of what I know. So it's a hard process at first, but eventually it paid off. And right now, looking back, I feel super confident that, regardless of the industry, I can transition because I've done it already in the past, and I can always do it and replicate the same process, whatever industry
Correct.
it is.
And sabi nga nila, di ba, growth starts at the end of the comfort zone, of your comfort zone. So, lahat tayo kasi, minention natin kayo ng comfort zone eh. So now now that you went through all these, parang nag-reflect ka na, oh my gosh, I really need to transition na, like, I need this. Like, what made you push through? Parang, okay, I'm gonna leave the corporate and my title behind and push na tayo sa virtual setup, It's a new chapter, a new season. What made you push through? Let's start with siguro Donna.
So it wasn't like a like divine intervention or anything like that, but I knew that like matagal ko nang sinabi sa sarili ko na like I don't know, it was my 5th year or something na sabi ko, okay, I think I'll only stay in corporate up until my 10th year. And January of the year that I'm going to turn 10 years, na feel ko talaga siya. Like it's completely different. Parang sinabi ko na, okay, I'm only really going to stay for 10 years here in corporate. It is time to grow. Parang I don't see myself beyond that 10 years talaga. I already hit my goal as an agent. My goal at that point was to become a manager. I was already at that point. I did not see myself in a higher position in corporate, or at least in that company.
Yeah.
And so sabi ko, it's time for me to venture out. And
Correct.
really like parang I didn't see past that, and so I didn't see any growth.
Yeah.
And parang one of my biggest motivators before is like growth. I need to be learning something and be excited to go
Yeah.
to work. And really at that point I didn't see beyond that. So it was like the decision point na it's time talaga for me to step out.
Correct. And like ako naman in my end, parang there came a time na parang sabi ko, you know, I don't care about growth anymore. Parang in my season of life, I need the money kasi breadwinner na ako noon. So, and this gives more money. So like, let's go for it, di ba? Go for it. So, even the lifestyle, you can travel and stuff like that. So, bongga. How about you, Marie?
Ako naman, siguro it pays good, una sa lahat, di ba? Practical lang. It really
Pero-
pays
pero-
good. Oo. And then, it saves me a lot of time. Kasi I'm a mom, di ba? Yung parang in-imagine ko sa corporate world, kailangan magbihes, 2 hours, naliligo ko pa. Alam mo yung gano'n. And then, the travel time. But it saves me a lot of, parang it gives back a lot of time for my family. And siguro yung parang kay Miss Donna, growth kasi is not always vertical, di ba? Sometimes it's
Correct.
lateral, di ba? So, I think I'm growing now. I mean, si Chris makaka-attest dyan. Kasi parang ang dami like, sa company yan, parang, wow, ano yun? Parang lahat inaaral mo talaga na parang, and I feel that at this age, di ba? I'm still growing, I'm still learning more. So for me, ito yung nagpa-push sa akin to motivate na, di ba? Parang so long as you're serving your purpose, may value add ka sa
Correct.
company, it doesn't matter what your title is. So, yeah.
Correct. Ako din, I think I'm growing now.
Why not?
I feel you. I'm with you.
Icebreaker. Anyway, so, okay, Chris pa naman.
For me, I'd say mine was a little bit different. I was super happy with the company I was with. I actually never saw myself leaving, but there came a point in time wherein I just felt burned out. Burned out because I'm always very active with like all the initiatives the company has, like volunteer here, volunteer there, do this and do that. I think that's on me. But yeah, my decisions led to burnout, and then I decided na I wanted to explore something else. So I did business. So yung business ko was half online, half in person. And I think that environment kind of prepared me to transition slowly into the virtual working environment. Kasi meron na akong experience like, how do I deal with people that I will never get to see in person and just purely online? And it made me also comfortable with doing online transactions, finances over the internet. So yeah, I think the transition from BPO to business and business to remote work helped me out so much.
Nice. So, in general too, like, I think like most of us, ang common denominator is season also in life, no? That's why we had to transition. And we are gonna talk about your life now as a digital professional, pero sa next episode yan, mga mi. So, palakpakan muna natin ang isa't isa. Okay, sa next episode yan. Okay? So, if you like this or like, what did you learn from this session, guys? So, sa mga nanonood, what did you learn from this session? Comment below. Ano mga na-realize nyo? Baka ikaw na, nangungusap na. Ano pang nintay mo? Andyan sa description box yung application form. Apply na, di ba? Apply na, tama? Tama? Oh.
Yes.
So,
Now na.
ito yung, baka nakaka-relate kayo dito eh. So, abangan nyo naman sa next episode ay, ano na ang buhay nila ngayon. Now that they went out of their comfort zone and in-embrace nila tong virtual world, kamusta na ang buhay natin? No? Kamusta na ang buhay nila? Malalaman natin yan sa next episode. Maraming salamat!